Hey everybody, and welcome to the RevEx Social Distancing Small Table Show, episode 25, Jason Lives. Coming to you live from the bad place, pretending to be the good place, with Ted Danson. So, cheers. I am your host, Professor Rex. My t-shirt today is from the Gain Street Fest, Tallahassee, Florida's premier festival for hard rock and alternative and punk and metal and hip hop. And it was the first festival I ever performed at. If you could see the back, it's a list of all the shows that were there and a show that I participated in called Hip Hop Organic, H2O, performed at that with me and my friend Nathan from Florida, who hopefully is watching this, and we'll do some of his own stuff on his own because he's very talented. All right, my button, if you can see it really close, is it's a picture of George Bush and George Washington. One says "can't tell a lie," the other says "can," and my hands are way too shaky from delirium tremens for you to be able to read it, and so I'll put it back on. But let's just say story still applies with the current president. Not on the George Washington side. All right. This is our small table show, which is recorded live. One take, no edits, many errors. All right, you can join us. You can do music, comedy, spoken word, monologue, commentary, a good Janet, bad Janet, one-woman show, whatever. Check out our website at revexproductions.org, or you can contact me personally, Professor Rex, on Facebook or Gmail, Kenneth if you know me. If not, whatever. All right, today's show is brought to you by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Blake Bortles for life. Hopefully you chanted chug while I drank out of that cup. All right, so I'm going to do a song for you today that is a cover song. It is Tweeter and the Monkey Man, which was originally written by Bob Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, Dylan, and Tom Petty. Now, Tom Petty isn't from Jacksonville, but it's only about 4 hours to his home in Tueg, right outside of Gainesville, where I almost worked as a professor at Santa Fe Community College. Seriously, they begged me to wait until a month later so that when the hiring manager got back from vacation, they could actually offer me the job. But I was about to have twins, so, not me personally, I mean, like, I had created twins, but I was not carrying them, but they were about to be born, and I needed insurance, especially in Florida with Blue Cross fucking Blue Shield. I had to take the first job, so I took the job at a smaller college in a county where, no lie, the manatees outnumber the college students. Manatees live in one place in the world. That's a really good Florida joke if you're from Florida. Which, in fact, leads us to the Traveling Wilburys. And so, the Traveling Wilburys, which was a super group consisting of Dylan and Petty and George Harrison of the Beatles and Roy Orbison, the greatest hairdo to ever sing, and then some guy from ELO. So they were a super group, and this was but they were a super light rock group. They were unlike, your parents loved the shit out of this shit back then. But I also liked it. And they did this one song, which wasn't a hit, wasn't a single or anything like that. And it was an album track written by Dylan and Petty. And it was about randomly a criminal group of people, this group of white people in this really southern place or maybe a northern place, could be Jersey-esque, something like that. But one of them was randomly a transsexual. And the whole thing sounded like a gangsta rap to me. So when I covered this song, I kind of changed it to a rap, but kept the elements of the transsexual main character. And some people, Samara first heard this and she thought the Monkey Man part was a reference to something racist, but it's definitely not. Monkey Man is a white person, and the person calling the person Monkey Man is a white person. Bob Dylan only wrote about black people once they were in jail. So this was before that, or after that. All right, so this is Tweeter and the Monkey Man, but this is my rap version, and you can find this version of this song on all the channels or whatever. It's been released as a single. Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, Soundcloud, Bandcamp, wherever. but you can also find the original version by the Traveling Wilburys as vocalized by Bob Dylan. Dylan! Here it goes. Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Tweeter in the. Tweeter in the. Tweeter in the. Tweeter in the. Tweeter and the Monkey Man were hard up for cash. They stayed up all night selling cocaine and hash to an undercover cop who had a sister named Jan. For reasons unexplained, she loved the Monkey Man. Tweeter was a Boy Scout before she went to Vietnam and found out the hard way nobody gives a damn. They knew they found freedom just across the Jersey line, so they hopped into a stolen car to Highway 99. The undercover cop never liked the Monkey Man. Even back in childhood, he wanted to see him in the can. Jan got married at 14 to a racketeer named Bill. She made secret calls to the Monkey Man from a mansion on the hill. Was out on Thunder Road, Tweeter at the wheel. They crashed into paradise, they could hear the tires squeal. The cop pulled up and said, every one of you's a liar. If you don't surrender now, it's gonna go down to the wire. And the walls came down all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. And the walls came down all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. Harder than you think. Just make a song into a rap song. An ambulance rolled up, a state trooper close behind. Tweeter took his gun away and messed up his mind. The undercover cop was left tied up to a tree near the souvenir stand by the old abandoned factory. Next day, the undercover cop was in hot pursuit, taking the whole thing personally, didn't care about the loot. Janet told him many times it was me to you to God. In Jersey, anything's legal as long as you don't get caught. Someplace by Rahway Prison, they ran out of gas. The undercover cop that had cornered them said fast, boy, you really didn't think that this shit could last. Jan jumped out of bed, said, there's someplace I gotta go. She took her gun out the door and said, it's best if you don't know. The undercover cop was found face down in the field. Monkey Man was on the river, bridges and Tweeter as a shield. Lived out his days complaining about a raw deal. And the walls came down all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. And the walls came down all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. And the walls, and the walls. Now the town of Jersey City is quieting down again. I'm sitting in the gambling club called the Lion's Den. The TV set been blown up, every bit of it is gone. Ever since the nightly show where the Monkey Man was on. I guess I'll go to Florida and get myself some sun. There's no more opportunity here, everything's been done. Sometimes I think of Tweeter, sometimes I think of Jan. Sometimes I don't think about nothing but the Monkey Man. And the walls came down all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. And the walls came down all the way to hell. Never saw them when they're standing, never saw them when they fell. And the walls, and the walls. Be safe. Entertain us. Your turn.